Many other counties have that system right now.
All right.
Yes,
Is this-
the issue I have with this is last week the board had asked that ITS look at this. I'm not
Right.
sure if ITS had looked at it or not. It was simply given to the board today without, I don't think anybody's reviewed it because I haven't reviewed it. I have a little issue with that, asking them to bring it back to the board.
I have-
This is for a different time and day.
That was
This
the
isn't for
next
today.
question I had was, the question was asked, and I asked it, was this reviewed by information systems?
Yes.
And
Okay.
technology?
Doug met with Susan on this issue. Understood, but I haven't met with Susan on this issue. And this, again, was a board item. We're bringing it today. I would appreciate it if it would be brought back in the appropriate context, which is the board,
Right.
not
Well,
today here.
Yeah, I understand that it was requested to bring forward here today. This,
Oh, was
for
it?
this could-
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it was, somebody asked about bringing it, putting it in the budget cycle, but if this is from funds last year, which were approved last year, or in the current year that we're in, not say last year, the current year, why do we need to be in this deal today?
I would ask that we put it on a regular board agenda.
I would ask that we put on regular board agenda too.
Okay.
I don't know that this is appropriate place. We can't take action on this here.
No, but the comment was made that it should be presented in the budget hearing.
And when it comes up, I do want IS here to
Absolutely.
answer that question. All right. Do we need to hand this back, Sylvia, so you can put it, or you can use later on so you don't have to produce more paper?
Could I request the 24th, because I'm not going to be here on the 17th?
You can request anything. It's a day of request, I guess, isn't it?
Okay, thank you.
It would be, I would recommend that this be included as potentially in the record in the case that the board does not approve it, then you could still take it into consideration in the adoption of the budget
Okay.
for next year.
All right, then let it be noticed, entered into the record.
Thank you. The only other item that I have is space, and I know you're doing a space needs analysis for the whole building.
Yeah, that's-
and I definitely need some space
We are aware of that.
in
Yeah.
human resources. And
You and everybody else.
Or if it looks like it's going to be a while before the space needs gets looked at, and what I probably, and I don't have anything prepared today, but what I'd like to do is then maybe remodel my reception area in the front, so at least I can maybe create 2 workstations there, similar to the way a CEO or auditor just has set up, and that would help me at least have more staff up at the front counter, being able to serve the public.
All right. Have you considered bi-level workstations, you know?
Bunk bed?
Ergonomic steps.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, next up is, are there other general government? I don't know, what is other general government?
That would be
Generally speaking.
county council, CEO's office,
Okay,
treasurer, tax collector.
okay. Anyone fitting in those other
auditor,
general
controller.
government? All right, then let's move on to public protection. Probation and Corrections Department, up in the box.
Good morning. Pam Luttrell, Division Manager Probation, on behalf of Chief Michael Kelly, who sends his regrets. He's out of town this week.
Yeah, right after election.
Before you today, we have a request, an augmentation request of $13,000, and that's to supplement the Victim Witness Assistance Program. We
Pam,
received...
can you wait just a second?
Sure.
Is the things that are being brought up here are in our vaults, I assume, right?
Where is that?
And we need to, the big binder, is that right?
It's under tab 12 of the augmentations.
Well, there's a lot more than $12,000 there, so,
And there's more than one augmentation there.
right.
Um,
One for $20,000, one for $193,000. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, the total's 193.
Well,
the
she
budget,
just spit out a $12,000 number. Are you talking about the probation hall? Juvenile hall?
It's in the supplemental.
supplemental,
Yeah, supplemental budget.
sorry.
But we're talking supplemental budget augmentations?
Correct. 24-1, or where am I?
24-1 and 2, I think you're talking about 24-2, the victim witness,
Yes.
and that is,
Are we in the big book?
yes.
24.
You know the tab that says supplemental budget, right?
Yes.
And if you,
-2. Sorry, Pam, but we'd like to be able to follow you along with you if it'd be all right.
And the proposed budget
Here we go.
is on page 250 in the other book.
I haven't got to 24-2 yet.
Sorry.
Comes out to 13,808. Does that sound right? Contribution to
That's correct.
victim witness.
Yes.
This is the 2.5% salary adjustment retirement rate increase for 0809.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, okay. I believe we're right there. But go ahead, Pam, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Thank you.
Okay. The grant funding that we received from the Office of Emergency Services has been stagnant since, the last 7 years. It's $194,000. And the county has been supplementing the victim witness program for some time now, but generally we've been able to hold it within the budget allotment that the county has given to probation. This year, the uncontrollable costs have gone up. The thing is we haven't asked for extra positions there in probably 15 years. We have 1 office tech and 3 advocate specialists, and that hasn't changed. So it's the uncontrollable cost over the years that's putting us over. And I know how difficult it is for the county, that you hate programs that are unfunded or programs that are not funded appropriately. And as an elected member to the Victim Witness Association that's made up of directors around the state, we've tried to address that over the last several years. We've actually had bills go before the legislation 3 years in a row, and we got close, but not close enough. This year, it's actually being addressed in a proposition on the ballot in November called the Safe Neighborhoods Act that could bring a lot of money to public protection, including victim witness. But even if that passed, it wouldn't be implemented until 0910. So, and just to let you know, on the services that the advocates provide, a typical year for us saw us seeing maybe 500 crime victims. Just from July to March of this year, it was up to 575. They're already above and beyond anything that they've done in years past. Not getting this 13,000, eventually we could potentially lose a position.
Pam, what was the aggregate amount of the victim witness account in years past?
The total that,
This 13,000 would be what percent of the total amount?
well, we get 194,000 in the state grant. Probation is contributing 22,985, and we need the additional 13,808.
So the probation match is 22,000, and then
Yes.
and there's still a shortfall of 13,000.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Thank you.
Now, that's our only request, unless you have any other questions.
Any other questions for Pam? Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
Pam, is anybody else reporting on, or any other of the other requests from probation or corrections?
You'd have to tell me specifically what information you want.
12.1 is to add 2 juvenile hall officers and 2 cooks. 12.2 is increase in fuel surcharge for food delivery. Total of $213, almost $214,000. Were you going to present on that or not? That's all my only question.
No, the request has been discussed with the county previously,
Okay,
and we're just leaving it in there.
thank you. Okay. Next up, fire protection. Chief Pippins.
Wait a minute, somebody's got to discuss this, that big number somewhere, sometime.